Hello everyone, this is Christina. Welcome to my channel Lang and Lit. Before I start with the topic of today, I would like to tell you briefly about my channel. This channel, Lang and Lit, is committed to English studies. It covers a wide range of topics from vocabulary building to English in competitions, spoken English, and it also talks about how to excel your communication skills. It also has the syllabus of class 11th and 12th CBSE. So if you are looking for any of these topics which I have just mentioned, then subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the like button if you like the video and it is useful to you. Now let's start with the topic, and that is Keeping Quiet, a poem from the book Flamingo, and it is in the syllabus of class 12th. The poem Keeping Quiet is written by Pablo Neruda, who discusses the need of maintaining peace and silence. In this poem, he stresses upon being quiet and harmless to the human beings, animals, and the environment. He suggests that in order to maintain peace and harmony, it is required to stop and introspect ourselves. Now, introspection is a very important word in this poem, which means to have a dialogue with yourself or talk to yourself. When we talk within ourselves or we talk to ourselves in our quiet time, that is called introspection. In introspection, people generally tend to analyze about their thoughts and action. Now, as I have mentioned about Pablo Neruda, he is the poet of this poem, and he was famous as a Chilean poet, diplomat, and politician. This poet has also won a Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. He had a typical quality, and that was he used to write in green ink, which was his personal symbol for desire and hope. His writings are simple, and there lies the beauty of his writing, because they are so simple to understand, very less in words, yet very emphatic. It creates a lot of emphasis on the important issues of the modern life. This poem, Keeping Quiet, was originally written in Spanish, and the essence of this poem is based on introspection. The poet feels that some soul searching is needed for us to be at peace with ourselves and also with others. This poem does not have any rhyme scheme. It is written in free verse. Now I will start with reading the poem. The first stanza goes like this. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Keeping Quiet can be called as a peace poem. The poet asks the humanity to count numbers from 1 to 12, and the number 12 can signify the 12 hours of a day or even the 12 months of an year. He requests everyone not to speak because languages create barrier between people, because one person cannot understand a language the other speaking which he himself does not know. So it creates discrimination, diversity. That is why we all need to be quiet. The moment when everyone stops moving their body will be very special and different, as we have never experienced such a moment before. This will bring unity among all the humans on the face of the earth, because when we speak in different languages, we tend to be different. Okay, wherever region we are coming from, we speak that language. But when we are quiet, we all are humans, very much alike. And then the poet requests us that for at least one moment, no one shall move his arms either to signal or fight or argue with each other. Now, arms over here signify any movement which is done as a daily routine by any human. We all do our work with hands only. Now I will read the second stanza of the poem. It would be an exotic moment, without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Now the explanation for these lines is that when everything comes to a standstill, it will be a rare situation, as it has never happened on the face of the earth. It will be a special occasion. No one will be in a rush. There will be no engines running. Everyone will be calm and quiet. united with each other in a strange atmosphere. Here it says that it will be a strange atmosphere because it has not been witnessed by the humankind any time on this earth. So it will be strange that we all will be quiet. It will be strange because it has never happened earlier. No person would be harming any other living being over here for food or even for the livelihood. Like here, it is taken the example of the fisherman. Fisherman will stop harming the natural habitat of the sea and taking away the fishes from there. So all the people who work endlessly. So fisherman is just one example. Every time whenever we see around, we witness that there are many occupations which actually directly or indirectly hamper the environment or other beings. So here the poet says that all the people who work endlessly will get some time to look at their injuries. Now the third stanza, it goes like this. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers, in the shade doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. The explanation of these lines is that the people who exploit the green wealth of nature by deforestation, mining, fishing in the deep seas, and the soldiers who use weapons to kill the fellow human beings need some time to introspect into the consequences, into the results of their action. They are merely doing their job or following orders. He wants us to put up new clothes, that is, to adopt new approach, new ways towards life, and to realize that killing so many people is not a victory. He wants all of us to be united as one. Consider our enemy to be our brother. He is prompting universal brotherhood over here. Peace and unity was also on his list. He does not want us to stop our work but to take some time and analyze the result of our deeds. The poet is asking everyone to stop those activities which are damaging the environment. Today, all the human beings are making money by damaging the environment with their activities, such as these activities which I have stated earlier, even mining, deforestation, and letting the chemical waste into the rivers. All these things, the poet asks us not to do so. He also requests people not to involve in wars, as there is no benefit of achieving such victory in which no one is left alive. He says so because wars and environmental damage will lead to no life on earth. It is going to be devastating. Now I will read the fourth stanza. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. The explanation of these lines is that all human beings work endlessly with the aim of completing all their tasks. They are driven by the target of survival and threat of death. So they are in a mad rush to accomplish all their works before they die. He says that perhaps, maybe, if they pause for a while, they can appreciate their achievements and their lives would become happier. He suggests that by keeping quiet, we will be able to understand the true purpose of our lives. The poet wants to clarify to his readers that when we ask them to stop from saying or doing anything, he does not want anyone to become a non-active person. Non-active person is a person who remains idle and does not do anything. Here he simply means that we should stop and see the consequences, the results of our deeds. The poet doesn't want us to see people being killed due to their greed of money and expansion of territories. Further, he says that people are continuously working to achieve their task and their work without even thinking about their results. They are in fear of death and therefore want to achieve most of the things before they die. Here he urges us, he requests us to stop for a while and take some moment to relish on, to cherish what we have already achieved. Everyone here is living a life in which he wants to achieve various things one after the other. But now the poet says that it is time to stop and see what has been achieved and should be enjoyed. This will help us skip the sadness, overcome the sadness which has become a prominent part in our life. Now I will read the fifth stanza, and it is the last stanza, very important stanza of this poem. It goes like this. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. The explanation is, as the earth undergoes changes in winter, everything freezes, becomes lifeless. But after some time, the season changes again and everything comes back to life. Similarly, taking a pause and introspecting into our lives is going to give it a new meaning. We will be able to understand the purpose of our life. It will be like a rebirth of our souls. The poet conveys to all the people the purpose of his message, and so he asks them to once again take a pause, and he is going to count till 12 and walk out of the sea, keeping the scene open for all the people on the earth to experience this from times to come. So now the poet suggests to the human beings that we should learn a lesson from earth. During the winters, everything freezes and becomes lifeless. But when season changes, it is on the onset of the spring season, everything present in nature, such as trees, birds, rivers, get life back. So here the poet, by giving the example of nature, wants to say that all the human beings should stop and try to judge their deeds. They can try and make their life better by their calmness, peace. Finally, he ends up by saying that now he will be counting till 12, and so everybody can become quiet. Here, quiet means to calm down ourselves and move towards the path of peace and harmony. So that was the explanation of the poem Keeping Quiet.